Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Rob Moffat. Guys, last week I made a video, 10 reasons old people should do YouTube. I've been trying to encourage people to make YouTube videos. I don't know why. I don't need the competition, but I said in that video, I know a lot of you watching are probably don't want to make videos because you don't want to put your face in the video. So I said, you know what, next week I'll make a video on all the different channels and videos people have made that were successful. They never put their face in any of the videos. So let's take a look. This is my neighbor, Pam Swanson. She started a video channel. She never had started any video channels before. She had a Canon Vixia camera that cost about 110 bucks. She didn't even have a tripod. She had some cardboard boxes she sat the camera on, and she filmed her television. And what she was filming was this show called Outlander. She's a huge fan of Outlander, so she would record parts of the program, then add music to them, and then upload them as videos. She's got almost 10,000 subscribers, and each time she uploads, she gets thousands of views. And better than that, she gets many, many, many people reply to every single video, telling her how much they like what she's doing. So she can't get any money off this because this is a copyrighted show, but she has a creative outlet and she didn't let anything stop her. And why should you let anything stop her? I mean, like she didn't even have a tripod. She was filming her television. That was as low tech as you can get. She has a successful, very happy channel that a lot of people really like. So that is one way you can have a channel, make a lot of videos, and never worry about putting yourself in the video. One of the early videos I did a long time ago was a do-it-yourself video. I didn't put myself in this video. It's got close to 2 million views. One reason this is so popular you can learn from is that it solves a problem for a lot of people. Let's face it, most people on YouTube have a computer. Most people have computers have printers. Most people have printers hate them because they're always breaking down and clogging up. This was how to make an inexpensive, cheap cleaner, and it works. It's very good. It solves the problem quickly and effectively and cheaply. So I've gotten tons and tons of views. My face is not in this video. In fact, I've got almost 1,000 videos and my face isn't hardly any of them. So you can do the same thing. Everybody has something they can, they know something they can share on YouTube. Here's cooking playlist. It's my cooking playlist. I've got 293 videos and more than half of them are mine. I don't think my face is in a single one of my cooking videos. Now, I don't have a lot of views with my cooking videos because I'm just not that good. But here's a guy that doesn't put his face in his cooking videos. He's got 4 million subscribers. This is Chef John. I have a person I like a lot on my channel. I featured Chef Buck. He's down at the bottom. You can see the link to his channel. But Chef Buck and his wife Camera Girl, they're in their videos all the time. This video is about people who make videos and they don't put their face in. Chef John, well, here is his face here, but but in his videos he does not put his face in them. And let me tell you, you can learn a lot about making videos from Chef John. He uses his voice as a tool. I mean, there's things you can buy, cameras, lighting, and so on, but he uses what God gave him, his voice. And the way he uses his voice to phrase things, he makes it interesting to listen to what he's saying. He's a wonderful video maker. You can learn a lot about making videos from Chef John on Food Wishes. There's a reason he has 4 million subscribers. This is Jerry Skinner. He does not appear in any of his videos as far as I can tell, and he has different people that he likes a lot. You can tell that he makes biographies, make little documentaries, and he gets sometimes millions of views in all of his videos, and they're just biographies and he uses stuff in the public domain or whatever. And you know what? He has a really good time. Makes He's got over 320,000 subscribers, and he's just getting started. He's been around 4 or 5 years, but you don't have to be in your videos. You know, you could, if there's something interesting, you can make a documentary or a biography. This is if you're ever thinking about doing something but it sounds crazy, you don't want to put it up on YouTube. This woman, Cowgirl Chloe, has 188,000 subscribers. She gets some of her videos are over 1 million views, and what she does is she makes little cardboard ships like the Titanic, takes them out in a pond and sinks them. Now, these are well done videos, very cinematic scenes with audio in the background of the ship sinking and people screaming, and it's a lot of fun to watch. She puts a lot of effort in her videos, and more than effort, you can see she's having a lot of fun with what she's doing. It's a fun video to watch. I've seen other people try to copy her, but they're not successful. But this is an inspiration. If you see something that you want to do, you don't think anybody would watch, give it a try. Who would imagine you'd have so many people watching someone in Montana sinking cardboard ships in a pond? Um, Only on YouTube. This is, oh man, I left out his name. This is Alfred Montana. It's last name Montaner. I'll put a link to his channel in my video description. I'm sorry, Alfred. I must have cut off. But the cool thing about Alfred's channel, he is in a lot of his videos, but he's been doing a lot of videos at boat ramps. The genius of his boat ramp videos is he goes to where there's a lot of drama. If you go to a boat ramp in South Florida, there is a lot of drama. So he puts his camera on a tripod, he sits down, he just waits for the stuff to happen. And he gives commentary of what he's seeing in the camera, and sometimes he interacts with the people by yelling at him, and they yell back at him, and it's very entertaining. Alfred has a wonderful sense of humor, and he's got a lot of cool videos on his channel. But the idea of taking your camera where there's action and let the action tell the story, and you're not really in it, you're just commenting on it. It's a really good idea. Um, Here's another similar idea of going where the action is. This one kind of upsets me. I'll tell you why in a second. There's a lot of people now, not just this channel. They're going to inlets here in South Florida, filming the boats, and they're getting millions of views, and they're making tons and tons of money. And they're it's a no-brainer. I mean, people love watching beautiful women in bikinis on boats here in South Florida, and the boats are fabulous. They're wealthy, inexpensive, super expensive boats, and they're just going through the inlet, being turned upside down, and that's very exciting for people to watch. Well, let me tell you, the very first video I ever did on YouTube was 2007, and it was Hallover Marina, and I moved about a year later. And if I was still living in Hallover, I know I would have done those inlet videos, and I would have been in, uh, I would have been doing all right. But you know what? In 2008 or 9, I accidentally erased all my videos, and I had to start them over. And, this one initially had 110,000 views way back in 2008 and 9 before it got erased. But now it's after so many years, it's only got 15,000 views. But yeah, this would have been me instead of all those other people filming at the inlet. But you go to where the action is. I still love this video because it was with a $19 camera I bought at the hardware store, a RCA Easy 101. I still remember going to a bridge, looking down, filming the sandbar where all the boats were, and a guy came up with a big professional Japanese digital camera, and it was over his shoulder, or it looked like the size of a suitcase. And I took out my little tiny camera the size of a Musketeer bar and a Snickers bar, and then looked over him. He gave me a dirty look. But yeah, this was the first video I ever did. But yeah, you go to where the action is and let the action tell the story. This is Dave Hacks. He's got, 6 million subscribers. He does wonderful do-it-yourself. You can learn a lot from Dave Hacks. Just look at his thumbnails and look at his titles. This is a very good person to learn from if you're wanting to make videos and you don't want to put your ugly mug in there. uh, Daniel Mack. I love Daniel Mack. He is in a lot of his videos, but he got famous, at least I think he got famous, for doing one thing. He would go up to people at stoplights that had really fancy, expensive cars and say, "What do you do for a living?" And sometimes they would reply, and people were fascinated, and they still are, by watching Daniel Mack go up and asking people these questions. Some people are trying to copy him, but it's not working, I don't think. So yeah, you want to go to where the action is and get other people involved that people would want to watch, or people in fancy cars they'd want to buy. YouTube is about four things. It's about like solving a problem, or entertainment, or you are doing something that they've always dreamed about doing, or it's just trendy, uh, the topical. So basically those four things. And Daniel is mostly entertainment, and you kind of like the person after a while. So it's you come back to see what's going on with Daniel. So this is a channel doesn't have a lot of subscribers, but I've watched for a long time. Oh, Crave Digger Max, he's got a metal detecting channel, and I've often thought that metal detecting and fishing are two types of channels that are easy to do if you don't want to have your face in them, because you can attach your camera to your head or to your fishing rod or your metal detector, and it will capture everything you're doing while you're out in public, um, catching fish or finding treasures. So it lends itself to making videos and not being in them. This is a fella who does underwater videos here in South Florida, or Adams. He never puts himself in the videos, but he's got a lot of wonderful underwater video footage, and he just puts his camera on his chest or head and another one on his metal detector, and then takes off. And the videos just basically make themselves. If you want to do animation, this is an animated video I did, comedy video about, goodness, back in 2012. Don't watch this one unless I do some swearing in this one, so you do, if you aren't upset by swearing, you can watch this. Otherwise, you don't want to watch this. But I think it's pretty funny. But the deal is, GoAnimate is one of many different animated programs out there that allow you to make your own videos with very little experience. It only took me like 15-20 minutes to make this video, having never made a video before with GoAnimate. This was a long time ago, but they have like a half a dozen programs out there. Some of them you have to pay us so much a month and so on, but a lot of them are still free. So you can make your own animated videos. When unboxing videos first became popular, I thought they were crazy, so I made an unboxing video on YouTube about me buying some boxes that came in this box. So when I opened up this box, I was unboxing some boxes. So I just thought it was funny. But people still watch unboxing videos, sometimes for good reasons. There is an explosion of people making videos just with music, music to read by, music to study by, or relax by, or go to sleep by, and so on. And a lot of it is just ambient stuff. There are some music programs out there, computer programs, where they let people without any musical experience to develop ambient music that is similar to what you hear on these channels. So if you're musically inclined, these are not that difficult to make. Sometimes you can find stuff in the public domain, although YouTube is cracking down on things that are just repetitive, the same thing over and over. But this is actually, I've listened to this. This is actually a very relaxing video, but wonderful graphic. But if you're good with music, or even if you just want to become good, like I've used Audacity to make a music video. It's pretty awful, but I'm not going to show it. But you can do your own music and not have to appear in them at all. Um, a lot of people make really good money with listicles. It's like the 10 largest this or the 10 this, and just go and find stuff that is already common knowledge and just assemble it so it's entertaining for people to watch. Um, if you want to make videos, but you don't want to be in the video, or maybe you can't be in the video, maybe you're disabled or something. Um, this is a channel I watch. It's Boomstick 779. I think he is as good as Hickok 45, who has one of the most popular gun channels on YouTube. And Boomstick is never, as far as I can see, in any of his videos. What he does is he has other people help him with his video. Like if they do target shooting, someone else goes and gets a target and brings it back to the table. But Boomstick does all the narration for all the videos. He's very, very knowledgeable and does very in-depth, detailed videos. But he has other people help him to where he doesn't have to appear in the video. So that is an option for somebody. Um, I've been showing you a lot of the videos that were mine. I've used Sony Vegas in the past, but I would say 95% of all the videos that I make, because I'm a lazy person, I still use Windows Live Movie Maker, which was a free program that Windows came out with, like I think 2006. But it's pretty basic. But I still find that it does all that I really need to do for the majority of my videos. And this was a video I made on how to make slideshows, which are the basis for a lot of videos on YouTube that you can make money with without having to be in the video. I'll leave a link to it in the video description. If you have pets, you don't have to be in your videos if you have pets. And pets make extraordinary subjects to make videos. They're some of the most popular videos on YouTube. And for good reason. People love to watch pets and animals. They don't have to be domestic. You could have farm animals. People watch those too. One of the most profitable videos you can make are reviews. I enjoy making them. I've got over 194 videos on reviews. I'm not in maybe one. I might be in one of them. The rest of them, I just here again I sort of use a listicle way to make my reviews, like 20 reasons this, 10 reasons that. So it's very helpful when doing the review to come up with good reasons and bad reasons, and people will always stay to the end to watch the bad ones. So, but you can make these reviews if you have something that you are familiar with and you know very well. They're simple and profitable videos anybody can make. So those were 21 ways to make videos without being in them. And you know what, guys? I put on new videos at Robb's Homey Life every single week. Been doing it for 15 years, got over 1,000 videos, and you never know what you're going to find. Hopefully you like this one. I'm going to be putting on some more videos about making YouTube videos for people, but also a lot of other stuff. So guys, come back, watch more. Thanks for watching. See you out there.